Oh, hey, it's Paiva here. I just wanted to let you guys know how to make maps for Ground Branch. Currently, there are some limitations. I have a bug that does not shoot at me or other players if you're under 25 meters from them. Over that, they do shoot at you. And currently, you cannot add new sounds. And you're gonna have some issues getting specific sounds, inside the map. But besides that, everything else works, or at least should work. And this is what I currently have, it's just a small map which I made with blackout tools. Yes, there's some stuff like doorways, railings, which I use here. Yeah. The more specific stuff we're going to need is just this GB Sky actor. I don't really need to change anything here. Not at the moment, since they have not added season yet or anything like that. Just add one and it should be good. There's the minimap origin. There's some stuff regarding this. You might want to get a top view of your map and then just adjust this so it kind of fits everything. You're gonna want to make it a square um for the minimap. This is gonna be on the ops board, which I'll show later. But just make sure to keep it a square, just so you avoid some. Then you can set a preview over here, so what it's going to look like. It's just transparency, so just ignore this. You're gonna have to make a minimap texture and add it back to the game. It's not difficult to make at all. I'm gonna have to do that later. I'm not sure if I changed this. This is what my settings look like. You will have to keep it orthographic, because perspective is gonna end up looking like this. And you're gonna see walls and stuff like that. So it's gonna have perspective. This removes it. In this map, kind of looks like shit because there's nothing really. There's just basically grids in it. Yeah, you're gonna want to keep this. There's this button, save an image to disk. This is going to save the image, the the base in the Ground Branch mod kit folder. And just don't explore anything. Just 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 go back to Ground Branch here, right here. You can ignore this one. It's a game project file, which like this. What you're gonna need for stuff, right? So basically, just gonna export the minimap grid, which is 2048 by 1024, I think. Oh, actually, it's 496 by 2048, and just add your the minimap grid over it. Just add a background over it. Goes up, and it should be good. It's not in complex. Let me see what else. So basically, after you import it, just add it to the minimap texture, and you're good. You might want to add a custom map image. This is for the map selection. Just add anything you want here. It probably has to keep this format, so 496 by 2048. So it's like kind of like a bar. I'm gonna show that later in the video. Yeah, so that and the other three things you're gonna want to add to this is the car manager. Just type KYT over here. So there's a manager over here. Just add it. It's not gonna show up anywhere. But just add this. You're not gonna need this. The nav bounce. This one is important that you cover your whole map. Add the nmag default, and after you add the KYT nav tree, just add it over here. I select those options. I'm not sure if those are the best or the correct options, but I know you're gonna need at least this one, the nav mesh. Okay. So after you've done that, you're gonna need to generate the nav mesh, which is a little bit different. You're gonna click on Window, UI, and enable debug draw. Just select any of those options. I like the color tiles because it's stuff. Go to navigation. I use the generic octree. I'm not sure if it's done before or after the nav mesh. It just kind of works. So I just click on this. Just kind of ignore this. I don't think it really works. And click on generate nav mesh. It's gonna show up. Yeah, that's basically it. Don't need to do anything else. Just save your map, and you should be basically good to go. But there's one last thing you need to add. You're gonna need to add a ReadyRoom to your map. And to do that, you're gonna have to just click on Window, Levels, and click right over here, Add Existing, and then you're gonna need create a fake map. Right over here, you're gonna need to go to Content. You're gonna have to create the ground branch because by default you're only gonna have the GB core folder. So just create these folders: the ground branch folder, maps folder inside of it, ReadyRoom, no space, and then just create a ReadyRoom map. Doesn't need to have anything in it. It's just so you can create a reference to it, and that's it. And click on this to level lock it, so you don't accidentally move it or anything. And yeah, that's basically it. Just save it. Just package your mod, upload it as normal. Don't need to do anything specific. If you want, you can set the categories for it as a map. Yeah. There's also the word settings. Are not really that important, but it does have some extra info on it. But just to get it work, you don't really need to worry too much about it. So I just set this, but it gets overridden by the game by default. So it doesn't really matter much. You can add a title, the author, and the description. I'm pretty sure it shows up when the map's loading. There's some light maps, light map stuff. And set up. I didn't change anything because it's just a test map. You can play with that. You can kind of play with that until you get something. There's no climate at the moment, so there's only this one. You can add the latitude and longitude to the real ones, or based on but just like based on the real place you want. There's the territory name, which from what I seem, you can use the country, and the classified thing doesn't really matter. It's for the camping. Yeah, there's the seasons, doesn't work at the moment. But this one you might want to change, which are the preferred mission times. This is just a list, and basically when you just open the map, these are the options that are going to be selected by default. You can add as many or remove them as many as you want. Just keep this as this. This is also for the campaign, so don't have to worry too much about this. But I'm pretty sure that in 1035 you can actually add bots with this option. I think. I haven't tested that yet. And yeah, that's basically it. And one last thing I want to show you guys how to get the minimap grid for this. So basically go to content and GB core, I think it was maps. Actually, let me just grid. This is the old version. Looks like this, which is the one I use. But you can also use this one, which is the new version. Doesn't have the grids. Basically, what I want to do, just right click it, asset actions, export. Then you can save it as a TGA, as a file, whatever you want, and use that for this. So you can add this right here for your map. And that's for the SDK, that's basically it. Just create everything else, however you like, and you should be good. So now that we have Ground Branch open, you're gonna want to open your map. So just open the console, open, and then your map name. Mine is custom_map. Just gonna use that. And we're gonna go up in the ReadyRoom that we added before. You can actually add custom ReadyRooms to your map. You just need to add a GB ReadyRoom player start, I think, and an ops board to your level. So you can basically create any kind of ReadyRoom. You're not like locked to this one. So right here, you want to just edit mission console, and then you would just go about setting up everything. So the map mode, just think I'm just gonna do team elimination. Should be easy enough setup. Just an insertion point anywhere. One. Pretty sure it was 1-4. And two for this. I think it might not be working. You just click on Add Player Store. I'm doing this in 1035, but 1034 works correctly for everything. And pretty sure that's basically it. Don't need to do anything else for this game mode. Let's just save it as Deathmatch. My map. Yep, it matters. In the mission settings, if you don't add a variant name, at least in 1034, is what I actually tested this on, it's going to show up as the default map for this mode. And you can create sub versions of it, like 747 has the plain interior, like this. For some reason this is not showing up, but oh, actually it is showing up now. Huh. So this is the custom texture we added. So we can use this, the custom game mode. And we're going to do PvP and team, the two options for this game mode. And then alter E. That stuff. There's this campaign thing over here. Not sure what it's used for. Yeah, I probably can. Extra stuff for the campaign. So yeah, so we're not gonna do that. Alright, save. Yes. And now when we leave it. Okay. This adapts to the game mode. So go over here. You could only have the insertion point we added. For team 1, click on it, we're gonna teleport, or at least I think we're going to. And go to this one, it's gonna have team 2. There you go. This is basically how to set this up, I think. There's more info in the wiki if you need it. Just click on it. And here we go. Oh, okay. This is interesting. So, do you guys remember when we just added the teammates? For some reason, they did spawn. Did they work? Is moving clear?
Go, go, go!
Never mind. All right, so we're back to Ground Branch. Team Deathmatch doesn't actually show up in Lone Wolf, so we're going to go to host game. All right, so when we select team elimination, it's going to show up over here, just like it does for terrorist hunt. And there's a few maps now, but it would show up like there's like a compound only map. Anyway, doesn't really matter at the moment, but good to know. After we select this,